Little People Big World star Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff were married for nearly 3 decades. Their relationship, once filled with shared dreams and family life, changed over the years. Matt and Amy became one of the most recognizable couples in reality TV history thanks to their show, Little People, Big World. Millions of viewers followed their lives on Roloff farms in Oregon. From raising their 4 children to building a business, their marriage was at the center of everything. But slowly things began to shift. The couple started experiencing more differences in how they viewed life and handled challenges. Matt loved projects, construction, and building new things on the farm. Amy was more focused on stability, home life, and maintaining tradition. Over time, their communication weakened. Viewers noticed disagreements increasing. It wasn't one big event that caused the split, but rather years of small conflicts, distance, and frustration that slowly built up. In late 2013, Matt moved out of the main house and into the guest house. He said it was because he didn't feel comfortable in their shared home anymore. Amy continued to live in the main house. They called it a trial separation, hoping the space would help. Despite this change, they continued working on the farm and filming the show. They even spent holidays together, but emotionally, they were growing apart. During their time apart, they also tried marriage counseling. But eventually, both admitted they were not able to fix their issues. In June 2015, they publicly announced they were getting divorced. It was a sad but peaceful decision. Both said they respected each other and would remain committed to their family and the farm. They also thanked their fans for supporting them. The divorce was finalized in 2016. After nearly 30 years together, Matt and Amy were no longer husband and wife. The process was emotional, but they kept it respectful. They handled the property division privately. Amy continued living in the farmhouse for a few more years. In 2019, she sold her portion of Roloff Farms to Matt for $975,000. She moved into a new home nearby with her now husband, Chris Merrick. Matt took full control of the farm and eventually transformed part of it into a vacation rental business. He stayed on the property with his partner, Caryn Chandler, who had worked at the farm for years. Their relationship began sometime after the separation. Fans speculated about the timing, but Matt and Caryn insisted they didn't begin dating until the divorce was finalized. Amy and Matt's divorce became one of the central storylines in later seasons of Little People, Big World. Audiences saw their ups and downs, including arguments about the farm, future plans, and their kids. The show documented everything, from emotional conversations to legal steps to personal reflections. After the divorce, both Matt and Amy began new chapters. Amy dated Chris Merrick, a real estate agent. Their relationship grew gradually and was shown on the show. Chris proposed in 2019. They got married in 2021 on Roloff Farms, the same place where Amy spent decades building a life with Matt. Matt continued dating Caryn. In 2023, they got engaged. Matt expressed some hesitation about remarrying due to his experience with divorce. He said he wanted to get it right this time. They plan to marry eventually and have been building a home together on the property. The divorce did not break their connection entirely. Matt and Amy still co-parent their adult children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. They also share grandparent duties and still film scenes together on the show. Though not close friends, they have built a respectful working relationship. Amy has said they are cordial, but don't spend personal time together. Matt echoed similar thoughts, saying they remain family. Fans have often asked whether Matt and Amy regret the divorce. Amy said she doesn't regret the decision because it was necessary for her growth. She admitted it was hard, but also said she feels more confident and happy now. Matt rarely talks in depth about his feelings, but said in interviews that he supports Amy's new life and wants peace for everyone. Their divorce also changed the dynamics of Roloff Farms. Disagreements about selling the property caused tension with their sons, especially Zach. In one season, Zach tried to buy a portion of the farm, but negotiations didn't work out. He later moved away with his wife, Tori, and their kids. Jeremy, who once hoped to take over the farm, also stepped back from the offer. These moments caused emotional strain within the family. Amy felt Matt wasn't handling the transition well. Matt felt misunderstood. Fans were divided, with some supporting Matt's business decisions and others feeling he didn't value family legacy enough. Despite the challenges, both Matt and Amy have moved forward. Amy has launched a baking brand, written a memoir, and continued connecting with fans. Matt remains active on the farm, often posting about projects, property upgrades, and life with Caryn. Their divorce is no longer recent news, but its impact continues. It changed the direction of the show, their family business, and their personal lives. It also showed that even long-term relationships can end with dignity. Matt and Amy showed their audience how to move forward, find new love, and respect the past. The divorce helped each of them grow. Amy says she learned to speak up for herself more. She became more independent. Matt says he's focused on creating a peaceful life. He enjoys travel, planning, and staying busy on the farm. They both attend big family events, like birthdays and holidays. Sometimes they're in the same room, sometimes they're not. But their kids and grandkids are the link that keeps them connected. What made their divorce so impactful was how public it was. Fans felt they were part of the journey. They saw the couple's struggles, sadness, and new beginnings. It wasn't dramatic or scandalous. It was quiet, personal, and real. There were moments of frustration, moments of silence, but also moments of kindness. Amy once said that she and Matt had different expectations of marriage. She felt unseen and unsupported. Matt, on the other hand, felt they no longer shared the same vision for the future. These differences built a wall between them over time. They made the decision to break the cycle and begin again. And that's what they did. Amy started a life with Chris, built a home that feels like her own, and continues to grow her brand. Matt stayed on the farm, invested in new ventures, and eventually opened his heart to the idea of remarriage. Years after the big divorce, their story continues, just on separate paths. They both found love again. They found independence. They learned how to navigate change in the public eye. And they taught viewers something important, that endings don't have to be angry or dramatic. They can be thoughtful. They can be healing. Matt and Amy Roloff's big divorce was the turning point of their story. It was the beginning of something new for both of them. It was emotional. It was painful, but it was also the start of growth. Now, they stand in separate lives, still tied by family, still respected by fans, and still writing the next chapters of their stories. Caryn Chandler began her journey with the Roloff family as a longtime farm manager and later personal assistant at Roloff Farms. She worked there for around a decade, combining on-screen and behind-the-scenes roles during Little People, Big World's pumpkin season, and Daily Farm. Over the next 6 years, their partnership grew steadily. In April 2023, Matt and Caryn got engaged. Matt shared the news with fans, stating, "After 6 wonderful years together, I asked Caryn to marry me and she said yes," and described their plans for a simple but elegant wedding in 2024. In early 2023, they broke ground on a new home on Roloff Farms, intended to be their future shared residence. Matt explained that making this home together was key before marriage, and delays in its completion contributed to wedding postponements. By late 2024 and early 2025, fans began to notice few public updates, sparking breakup speculation. Rumors circulated when their wedding didn't occur in their planned timeframe. In response, Matt and Caryn shared recent Instagram posts to show they remained together. In March 2025, Matt posted Instagram content from snowy Oregon describing a photo dump reunion with Caryn after time apart. Caryn also posted photos on Instagram stories, smiling together at a restaurant, gardening on the farm, and moments in Matt's new farmhouse, signaling their relationship remains intact. Matt personally addressed breakup rumors in March 2025. He shared photos with Caryn over dinner and included images from their recent travels, indicating they were on the move again. He affirmed that while they'd postponed wedding plans, their relationship remained strong. Sources confirm the couple had originally planned a 2024 wedding but delayed it due to caregiving responsibilities, particularly for Matt's elderly mother, as well as farm obligations like pumpkin season. Matt himself admitted feeling petrified of marriage and how it might change their dynamic, yet emphasized that he sees no one else in his life and enjoys their engagement. Caryn's son mentioned they hoped for a small, possibly destination wedding, but as of early 2025, no date or guest list had been finalized. Amy Roloff spoke positively of Caryn, noting she and Caryn are cordial and can be in each other's company, a sign that the family relations, while nuanced, remain functional. Their relationship was featured across multiple seasons. It's been shaped by personal, family, and logistical considerations, a shared home project, caring for aging parents, and a major farm's seasonal needs. After 6 years together and 2 postponed wedding plans, Caryn and Matt are engaged, building a future home together and continuing to build stability. Public updates confirm they remain together and committed, with no evidence of a new relationship or split. Matt Roloff began his relationship with Caryn Chandler around 2017. Caryn had managed Roloff Farms for many years, becoming close with Matt while working on farm operations and during filming off-camera segments of Little People, Big World. After nearly 6 years of dating, Matt proposed in April 2023. He shared with People magazine, "After 6 wonderful years together, I asked Caryn to marry me, and she said yes." The couple initially planned a simple, elegant wedding in 2024, but no ceremony took place that year. While planning continued, several delays emerged. They postponed the ceremony multiple times, citing his mother Peggy Roloff's declining health, the busy pumpkin season on the farm, and debates over wedding venue. Matt's connection to Roloff Farms versus Caryn's desire for a neutral location, possibly Hawaii. As December 2023 approached, Matt finalized his dream home on the farm, and Caryn sold her Portland property for $529,000 to join him. However, building tensions arose. Caryn told cameras the house still felt like Matt's house, not their shared home, reflecting evolving dynamics around their upcoming marriage. Matt admitted being petrified at the idea of marriage, fearing it might change what currently works. Caryn echoed similar concerns about shared space and identity in the new home. Despite these emotions, both emphasized they want to remain engaged for now and take it step by step. Amy Roloff, Matt's ex-wife, met Caryn at a family dinner after the engagement. Amy described the moment as a little funny, but noted she liked Caryn's engagement ring and said they would avoid getting personal, establishing boundaries while maintaining civility. In early 2025, speculation grew over a possible split. Around Valentine's Day, Matt was at Roloff Farms while Caryn was in Arizona. Fan scrutiny grew when posts together became rare. One blog speculated their marriage may never happen. Matt responded in March 2025 via Instagram, posting a photo dump of a reunion with Caryn in snowy Oregon. He confirmed they were still very much together. "It's been a minute," he said, showing Caryn's engagement ring and their affection. Caryn also shared glimpses of shared moments, a restaurant dinner, gardening at the farm, hugging in the new house, signaling the relationship remains intact. Matt emphasized on social media that distance did not signal a breakup, showing he and Caryn were again on the move together, taking life in stride. The couple still hasn't finalized wedding plans. They remain engaged as of March 2025, working through challenges while nurturing their relationship. Caryn's role in the Roloff family continues to evolve. She's deeply involved in Matt's life, managing aspects of the farm and balancing family dynamics with grace and respect. Caryn addressed the complexities of blending families and setting healthy boundaries on the show, emphasizing sensitivity toward Matt's children and grandchildren. Updates since early 2025 include: March 2025, Matt and Caryn reunited in snowy Oregon, confirming togetherness and quieting breakup rumors. April 2025, Caryn posted about a cozy date night at a restaurant, smiling with her engagement ring visible, another sign the relationship remains steady. Both continue to share glimpses online, but neither has announced wedding details or set a formal date. Prior updates point to wedding delays tied to caregiving for Matt's mother, farm demands, and their desire for the right time/location. Family responses have been mixed, but largely kind. Amy's measured approach reflects cautious acceptance. Matt's children had earlier misgivings about Caryn, some feeling she caused division. Caryn acknowledged the need for care in addressing those tensions. Today, 2025, Matt and Caryn remain engaged, living part-time in a new farm home. They balance life between Oregon and Caryn's Arizona property around seasons and family needs. They continue planning a wedding. Date and location remain undecided. Despite earlier hesitation, Caryn seems comfortable wearing the engagement ring publicly at date nights, reinforcing their bond. Matt appears committed, posting updates showing affection and continued togetherness. No new relationship. Matt remains engaged to Caryn Chandler. No confirmed wedding as of mid-2025. All signs point to a committed partnership navigating practical and emotional challenges, family dynamics, farm duties, caregiving. Engagement rings, reunions, and date night photos show the bond remains active. Amy Roloff and Matt Roloff married in September 1987 after a brief courtship. Amy moved from Michigan to Oregon, joining a man she barely knew, united by shared experiences at a Little People of America convention. Their union lasted nearly 3 decades, during which they raised 4 children, twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, and built a large agritourism business at Roloff Farms, showcased on Little People, Big World. The couple attempted counseling during this trial separation, but after around 19 months, both realized the marriage could not be repaired. In March 2014, they announced the separation. On June 5, 2015, they publicly confirmed their intention to divorce after 27 years together. Their divorce was finalized by May 2016. Court documents showed an amicable, equitable split. Business interests such as family companies and intellectual property were divided. Amy retained her businesses, and Matt kept others. Personal effects and vehicles were allocated evenly. Post-divorce, Amy continued living in the main farmhouse. Matt later bought her share of Roloff Farms for around $975,000 in June 2019. Amy moved to a nearby home where she launched new ventures, including Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, and authored a memoir, A Little Me. Both moved on romantically. Amy began dating real estate agent Chris Merrick, proposing in September 2019 and marrying on August 28, 2021, in front of 146 guests at Roloff Farms. Their relationship continues to thrive as of 2025. Matt developed a relationship with his farm manager, Caryn Chandler. Their bond deepened post-separation. They got engaged in April 2023, but postponed wedding plans due to caregiving responsibilities and farm obligations. As of mid-2025, they remain engaged and actively building a new home on the farm. Despite emotional separation, Amy and Matt maintained a working relationship. They co-parented their adult children, helped with grandchildren, and both continued to appear on Little People, Big World. Amy has described the relationship as cordial, saying she would avoid personal conversations with Matt's fiancé, but remains supportive. Matt admitted in interviews that work and personality differences hastened the divorce. He recognized that he was a workaholic, which strained their marriage. Amy confirmed that they failed to learn to live together after years under pressure. Amy reflected that though difficult, the split led to growth and independence. She said losing that shared home forced her to find strength and purpose. She shared publicly that faith helped her move forward. Matt expressed sadness over the divorce and the loss of his family unit. He acknowledged that living separately, through split holidays and business decisions, brought fatigue. Yet, he remained open to new love and eventually agreed to purchase Caryn's engagement ring with intentional care. Their divorce story became a long arc on Little People, Big World. Fans witnessed emotional moments, legal steps, tough conversations about finances and farm ownership, and the children's reflections. Jeremy and Zach considered buying part of the farm, but jobs and family needs steered them elsewhere. Zach left the farm with his wife, Tori, and their children. Despite their divorce, family remained intertwined. Amy has said the children's mental health improved when she moved off the farm. Matt updated his will to include provisions for Amy, signaling enduring care despite separation. Amy's second marriage with Chris brought new chapters, including business ventures and a growing blended family. They even welcomed a new child in early 2025, at ages 62 and 63, marking a significant milestone in her life post-divorce. Matt and Caryn's engagement, though delayed by logistics, continues steadily. Matt described being petrified of marriage again, mindful of repeating mistakes, but assured fans they remain devoted. In the years since, their relationship dynamic evolved. They filmed fundraising events together with Caryn, Amy, and Chris, suggesting a blended family at work. Amy admitted it felt funny but also hopeful, saying second halves can be better. Today, as of mid-2025, much has changed. Amy lives in her customized home, runs her bakery and charity, embraces motherhood again, and maintains a healthy marriage with Chris. Matt and Caryn reside on the farm property where he started, working through plans to take the next step when the timing is right. Though they are separate, both emphasize family as priority. They still share grandchildren, attend the same holidays, support the children's endeavors, and occasionally collaborate on charitable efforts and media appearances. Their story reminds fans that long relationships can end, but respect, co-parenting, and care can remain. Both found new love, stability, and identities after divorce. They let go of labels and home but retained connection. They forged new partnerships, but remain linked by family, legacy, and shared history. As the children's lives unfold, marriages, careers, babies, the original pillars remain. Both Amy and Matt continue to show up, not as spouses, but as parents, grandparents, and farmers. Their divorce is final, yet their shared story continues. Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff married in 2015 after becoming a fan-favorite couple during Little People, Big World. They share 3 children, Jackson, born 2017, Lila, born 2019, and Josiah, born 2022, all of whom have achondroplasia, the same dwarfism condition as their father. Their life together has been both public and private. They appeared on the show for many seasons before stepping away after season 25 in early 2024, seeking more personal time and control over their family's narrative. Over the years, rumors about a possible separation or divorce surfaced occasionally. In April 2023, Tori addressed these rumors directly via Instagram. She called divorce speculation crazy talk and said, "Don't fall for it. We definitely love each other."